Thank you, Presiding Officer, and can I thank Emma Harper for bringing this debate to the Chamber this evening. I'm feeling a tad emotional. Lots of people have shared personal experiences this evening. One that Dad died of cancer, so I found Mark MacDonald's contribution particularly moving, and I do thank Neil Fenley and the others who have shared their experience this evening. It's a very brave thing to do. I wanted to start this evening by thanking my friend and colleague Hannah Bardell, MP, who recently had her own smear test recall to the hospital and the worries surrounding that. Hannah has campaigned tirelessly for years for the Michelle Henderson Cervical Cancer Trust. Michelle was a young woman in her constituency, a friend of Hannah's, who died in her 20s from cervical cancer. And Hannah has used her recent experience to remind young women in particular how important it is that when we are offered screening, any of us, how important it is that we take up those offers, because I know particularly for young women, that rate of taking up those opportunities has fallen recently, and it's just so very important that with all the work that has been done to help people, that people take up those opportunities so that we can prevent cancers from developing. Emma mentioned that I have a particular interest in pancreatic cancer. That's indeed come to me through the Begley family from Lanarkshire, who shared their own experience with their father with me. And my colleague Nicky McManus, who works for me, Nicky's mum, died from pancreatic cancer, and I know that's a loss that she and her 3 children still feel very, very deeply. I was not very aware of the issues around pancreatic cancer, and I think what we've heard today is that everybody's individual journey with cancer is unique to them, but we do have trends and statistics we can talk about, and I'm going to move on to some of those at the moment. When I had the pancreatic cancer event last year, there was only one survivor in the room who had lived for more than 10 years. And it's a stark reality of this particular type of cancer that the statistics have hardly changed in the last 50 years. There's great work going on to try and reverse that trend, and I was delighted to meet the young leaders from the Precision Prank research team at the Beeston Institute for Cancer Research. The Precision Prank programme is funded by Cancer Research UK, and we thank them for all they have done to promote today and to send us the briefings for this debate. It's also funded by the Scottish Government, and it seeks to make those vital breakthroughs that are so important for pancreatic cancer research. Is it unique? Well, it's a cancer where the 5-year survival rate for Scotland is only 5.6%. That has increased only by 2.1 percentage points in the last 20 years. And in 2016, 784 people were diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in Scotland, and 719 people died. It's got an incredible attrition rate. It's a cancer that is quick. This rapidity of it is staggering. And it's one that we really do have to make some of those vital breakthroughs. And while we celebrate every success and everything that's happening and every survival, we do have to recognise that in this particular case, there is much more to do. So I thank Pancreatic Cancer UK for the work they're doing. They have a petition at the moment to try and get the UK and the Scottish Government to increase the treatment rates for cancer. And what they ask is that this particular cancer is treated as an oncological emergency to ensure that people get treatment vitally needed more quickly. So I'm going to leave it there, Presiding Officer, but I just say it's been a particularly good and informative debate this evening, and I do thank everyone because, as has been said already, this is someone that touches each and every one of us in our lives.